Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. This is Soumya. Are you interested in planning a trip to Iceland without going through a travel agent, and you're not interested in doing a self-driving trip either? Then please stay tuned because this video will be of help to you. I recently did a 7-night trip with my mother to Iceland. So I'm going to share a day-by-day itinerary with you all. The kind of activities that we did, the order that we did all of these activities in, and why I went in this particular order, the tour companies that we chose for each of these activities or day trips, how did they turn out, did we like them or not, do we recommend them or not, the cost of all of them, and also the accommodation, the place that we stayed in, where is it situated, and a little bit of tips from my side that might help you out eventually. So yes, this is what this video is going to be about. Let's dive right into it. I'm going to start off with our accommodation. We stayed in Frost Apartments, a holiday rental place situated in an area called Skipholt. And this place cost us 1,032.12 euros for 7 nights from the 14th of June till the 21st of June. And for this, I made the booking via booking.com on the 1st of May, and this was a non-refundable option. This price is inclusive of all taxes. You don't have to pay anything extra beyond this, okay? And the check-in time starts at 3 p.m. and the checkout is until 10 a.m. If at all you would like to extend the checkout, they charge you a fee of 30 euros for 2 hours. So instead of checking out by 10 a.m. max, you can pay 30 euros and check out by 12 p.m. Before I went with the non-refundable option, I had obviously made bookings in a different place, in a hostel, so that had shared kitchen and shared bathroom, whereas this room had a private kitchen and private bathroom, and both of these were like very important to us. And once we got our visas and we were like sure of the trip, I went ahead and canceled that booking and I made this non-refundable booking. I was like trying my max to get something around like 10,000 max per night, but then with my important criterias of having our own private bathroom and private kitchen, this was proving to be quite difficult, and it's okay. For the price we paid, this place was brand new, it was very comfortable, and it was like spotless. It was so clean and with a view of the streets. So it was quite a decent decently priced accommodation. Very happy. We definitely recommend this place to everyone. And the criterias we had in mind, in addition to the private bathroom and the kitchen, the accessibility. Getting to Reykjavik, the city, from the airport, you can also do that through their buses, the regular buses, I was told, but then the timings don't coincide with the timings of the flight arrivals. So instead what you can do is you can book shuttle services through a company called Flybus, and you can either do this online, otherwise you can land and you can go to the counter situated inside the airport and you can purchase your tickets. Now for one way per person, it cost us 5,199 Icelandic krona per person. Okay, so that's one way. And when we made this purchase at the airport to get to the city, to our accommodation, they asked us if we wanted return ticket as well. Return tickets as well, sorry, because I made the purchase for me and my mom. But I was not sure when we'll be vacating on our way back, so I did not do that. So for the return shuttle, I made the booking like around the 20th or 19th of June online. I did that. Now how the shuttle services work is they have frequent buses, like huge buses starting off from the airport very frequently. But when you buy these shuttle services, they give you these tickets with colored label, and you have to, once you reach the city, the main bus terminus called BSI bus terminus in the city, you have to get off and you have to go to the other side, and on the other side there are a lot of smaller shuttle services leaving from that bus terminus to different areas, and you have to locate the ones that has the same color label in front of the vehicle, and you have to board that one, and it will drop you off at your drop off location. And coming to the Frost Apartments, the pickup drop off is like very, very close. It's hardly like few feet away, and the place is called Northern Comfort Apartments. So that's where they drop you off, and that's from where they pick you up as well. Okay, so it's very, very close to Frost Apartments. So this is something that you have to look out for. If you don't want to go with this particular place and you're looking at other options, please do search on Google or make my trip or booking.com or whichever website you're going through to make the booking. Please do take some time to read the reviews and find out if there are bus stops close by that from where you get picked up or dropped off by the airport shuttle services, and as well as the day tour companies. That's very important. That's something you should look out for. And hostels, well, if it's one person, if you're just going to pay for yourself, then I think that's the smarter option. But whereas I was traveling with my mom, so even if I pick like a dormitory, shared dormitory kind of option, I'll be paying for two people. The price adds up. Okay, so when I finally, the decent ones, finally, when I compared, there wasn't much of a difference between me staying in a shared dormitory place and me booking this particular apartment. So I went with this, and I don't regret. And this is in fact something I recommend, because when we do a lot of day tours, as it is, especially women, we are going to limit our water intake because of the loose scenarios, like how frequently will you have access to toilets and all during the day tours, right? So we are going to limit the water intake. Now imagine if you're using a shared bathroom option, and God forbid, just the days that you're staying in that particular place, there are a lot of other people staying, and regardless of how many bathrooms they do have in the hostels, because the hostels, they do have a lot of bathrooms and toilets, it's not just one for an entire hostel, right? Even if there are quite a few, what if you have to wait? Because so many of us are going to leave at the same time. So many of us are going to get ready at the same time. So it was a definite no-no for us. Do think about that. If you're going to do a lot of day tours, then staying very close to a bus stop from where you get picked up and dropped off by day tours and shuttle makes more sense than staying as close to the downtown area as possible. That is really useful only if you're going to stay in the city and only explore the highlights of the city. If you're going to day tours, then how does it matter if you're some 15 to 20 minutes away by walk from the main area? It doesn't really matter. And next advantage for Frost Apartments was there was a supermarket, a huge supermarket close by. In fact, the day of the arrival, on the 14th of June, we reached our place in the evening around 5:30 something in the evening, and this was the only thing we did that day. So we stepped out, we went to this huge supermarket, and we stocked up enough stuff to prepare our meals. Okay, so that's something we did. It's a huge place, bonus. Now the next thing is the meals. For breakfast, we had standard meals every day. Oat milk, the Tetra packs. So we got oat milk Tetra packs from the supermarket, and we had carried poha from our place because it's anyways not too heavy and easier to carry, doesn't take up a lot of space, suitcases. So we had carried some 2 packets of one of cornflakes and one of poha, 2 packets of poha, something of that sort. So every day morning it was either cornflakes with the oat milk, or it was poha with the oat milk with a little bit of dried raisins, which we had carried from here as well. That was standard for breakfast. It was very easy to prepare, and very easy to consume as well. It was also very easy on the stomach. It gets digested very easily, so it was great. We bought tortilla, how do you say that thing, that chapati kind of thing you get, right? So those we got, and we just like heated them up, basic heating up, which hardly takes again 5 or max 10 minutes, depending on how many of those you're going to heat up with a little bit of oil. And we sauteed something. And protein, they sell those green peas and chenna and all of that, boiled ones in tins. So we used them, saute that. Even that was like too much if we were like stepping out really early, which actually happened on 1 or 2 occasions. Maggie. So here we get Maggie. It's not Maggie, the noodles, okay? Something like Maggie, the local brand. You get for 55 kronas. I remember the price distinctively, not the cup noodle thing, the proper noodles packet that you get for 55 kronas. So that we got a couple of them. And on some occasions, it was that with the leftover sauteed. So 1 box of that Maggie without anything, adding any other legume in it, vegetables in it, but the leftover sautés of the previous night. So that was what we did for the lunches, okay? And for dinner, 1 or 2 days we were like so tired, so we were not feeling too hungry either. So what we had done was, like, from home we had like carried 2 or 3 packets of soup, and there we got like some 3 or 4 packets as well. So every night we had one soup or the other. It really fills you up. And we had like those Tetra packs of juice, some juice or the other as well. So for the immediate hunger, we had soup, and after that we had like some sauteed stuff. We also had some pasta with us, so we had pasta. But we also bought a packet of rice, and they had like many varieties of rice available. And we bought the one which cost the least. Don't do it, guys. Just don't do it, okay? Because some days what we wanted to do was, we had bought lemon as well. So we wanted to just squeeze it and make a simplified version of lemon rice there. But we couldn't, because that variety of rice was like sticky rice, okay? And we didn't know that obviously until we had like bought it and cooked it, and it was too late by the time we realized. So it was like 1 kg packet. We did not come across smaller packets of rice. We didn't finish it, and we had to struggle to squeeze it inside the suitcase and bring it back with us. So be very cautious if you're getting rice, okay? So this is how we managed meals, because it's very, very expensive. We did not eat in any of the cafes or restaurants in Iceland. I came across soup for like some 4,000 odd kronas. This was not just in one place, okay? In many places, like some 3.5k kronas for a soup, or 4k, 4.5k, etc. for a soup, okay? For a bowl of soup. So you can imagine how expensive it would be. And what else? Despite all of this, we did eat out twice, as in, like, I got one of those ready to eat stuff available in the supermarkets, and it was the vegan option available in the supermarket. There was no vegetarian option, there was only vegan option. It was great. Not sandwich, it was those wraps, like the tortilla. This is pure torture, I don't know how to say it. Yeah, so those kind of wraps. It was super yummy, super fresh, so soft. It was delicious, but it cost around like some 1,500 krona or something. If you have more questions, please do let me know in the comments, so that I'll be able to give more information to you. I really want to help you all out in planning your dream vacation. And let's like get into the itinerary. Okay, so I'm going to make this very, very crisp. I kept this day free. I did not pre-book any activity for the day, because Iceland being Iceland, a country of unpredictable weather, I wanted to be prepared for the eventuality of having our flights cancelled or postponed or something of that sort. And this being like the day immediately following our arrival in Reykjavik, I also had to anticipate some under the weather scenarios health wise. So I wanted it to be like a kind of slow day, which is why I didn't pre-book any day tours. What I did was I visited a couple of famous spots in Reykjavik. Now, I will be making detailed blogs about every single day, so you can get more information about these spots. Okay, but yeah, so these are the spots that I visited on our first day of sightseeing, but our second day in Reykjavik. Now, for the next day, June 16th, for this day, I had already pre-booked an activity. I wanted it to be about the South Coast. South Coast is one of the most iconic regions in Iceland. So many famous spots are situated in this region, and many people pick multi-day tours, like 2-day tours or 3-day tours, to take their time and cover this side of Iceland properly. But then it does get more and more expensive, so we could not actually afford to do that. Instead, we picked a day tour. There are many day tours available. I was looking at a day tour which offered us the possibility of doing the amphibious boat tour to see the icebergs up close and also visit the Diamond Beach. I went with this company called Bus Tours. It went great. Awesome experience. Again, you will get more details about this entire day tour, about the cost and everything, more detailed feedback about this and the whole vlog about this in a separate video, so stay tuned. Now, moving on to the 17th of June. This day I wanted it to be less strenuous, so I went with 2 different activities. One was a puffin watching rip tour, and the other one was a lava tunnel exploration activity. So the puffin rip tour was just 1 hour, 10:30 to 11:30 a.m. and then I had ample time to get to the next spot to get picked up for the lava tunnel tour activity from BSI bus terminus at 1 p.m. Just 3 hours in total. Pick up from BSI bus terminus, get dropped off at the place where we'll be doing the exploration, then finishing off the exploration, getting back to Reykjavik. All of this happened, and by 4:30 p.m. we were back in our hotel. Previous day, the South Coast tour was almost like 15 and a half hour journey. And in comparison to that, this was definitely less strenuous. Okay, and the next day on 18th, I did another long day tour, and this was like the activity that I was very excited about. And in fact, it was the very reason I picked June to visit Iceland. One is like June is like comparatively like the month where you have moderate weather tantrums in Iceland. Okay, and the other one is you can get to see a lot of puffins, and the highlands, the Icelandic highlands open up in June. Okay, so that's exactly where we went. There are multiple hikes that you can do in the Icelandic highlands region, and each spot is famous for its own reasons and beauty. I went to this place called Landmannalaugar because I had seen photos of colorful mountains in this region. So I went with a super jeep tour. I was accompanied by my mother. She is 70 plus, but you don't have to worry about it. This hike is actually suggested only for people with at least moderate level of fitness, even though it's for 2 hours and it's like an easy hike according to Icelanders and regular hikers. But you do have to be at least moderately fit to be able to do this and enjoy it and make the most of this hike. But then if there are people like senior citizens who want to come, they can definitely come. So they cannot do the hike, but then they can enjoy the journey to this place, which is an experience in itself. They do get a great idea and like a sample of the beauty of these landscapes. And there, once we get there, they have ample space to wait it out, take small walks, and still be able to enjoy the beauty of the landscapes without doing any hiking. And 19th, I wanted it to be less strenuous than the activity on the 18th. So 19th, I did the famous the activity that just about any tourist to Iceland definitely does and ticks off, the Golden Circle tour. This is shorter in duration with respect to the other day tours, and it's like, I mean, the famous spots of Iceland are covered in this tour. Another like advantage about this is you have a start off at 8 a.m., at 9 a.m., 10:30 a.m. in the afternoon, a little bit later in the afternoon. So we went with the 10:30 a.m. option. So it was shorter in duration, and we also had the opportunity of waking up a little later than usual and taking it a bit slower than the previous days. So which is why I went with the 10:30 a.m. option. And you again have like, I think, tours that finish off in like some 6.5 hours and tours that finish off in like some 8 hours. I picked the longer hour thing because that includes a visit to the Kerrit crater. I'm not saying it right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But yes, I wanted to visit that crater as well. So I went with the longer option, but still you get back home in time. And 20th, our last day in Iceland, we went with yet another iconic day tours, an absolute must visit side of Iceland. Breathtakingly beautiful, you guys. Absolute must visit. Absolute must visit. Definitely you have to do, and you do get to visit the famous mountain, which figures in just about any mention of Iceland on the internet, in a lot of vlogs and TV series like Game of Thrones, which was shot there in Iceland. This mountain always features in all of them, so you have got to see it, and it's just so beautiful. Breathtakingly beautiful landscapes. You will definitely not regret. I hope this video has been of help to you in planning your dream vacation. If you have more questions, please don't hesitate to ask me in the comments. And all the best, you guys. All the best. I want all of you to make your dreams turn into reality and have the best vacation possible in Iceland. Yeah, so happy planning, safe travels, bon voyage.